Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share a story with you. It's not about some grand adventure or a life-changing epiphany. It's a quiet story about something that happened a few years ago that I still think about all the time. It's the story of the best boss I ever had. Let's call him Sam. When I started my first real job out of college, I was terrified. I was convinced I didn't know anything and that everyone would figure it out any second. My previous work experiences had been, let's just say, less than supportive. I was used to managers who micromanaged, who saw mistakes as failures, and who created an environment of constant pressure. So, when I met Sam, I was on guard. He was the head of the department, a guy who had every right to be intimidating. But he wasn't. On my first day, he didn't just point to my desk. He walked me around, introduced me to everyone, not just by name, but with a little story about them. This is Maria. She makes the best coffee in the building and is a genius with spreadsheets. This is Kevin, if the network ever goes down. He's our superhero. He made the office feel like a community, not just a workplace. In my first few weeks, I made a mistake. A pretty noticeable one on a client report. My heart sank. I braced myself for the lecture, the disappointment, the "I told you so." I walked into Sam's office, my hands clammy, and explained what happened. He just listened patiently. When I was done, he didn't sigh or get angry. He just leaned back in his chair and said, "Okay, so how do we fix it?" That simple question changed everything for me. It wasn't, "Why did you do this?" It was, "How do we fix it?" The word "we" was a lifeline. He wasn't blaming me. He was teaming up with me. We spent the next hour working through the problem together. He showed me where I went wrong, not to shame me, but to teach me. He turned my biggest fear into a valuable lesson. That day, I learned more than I had in any training seminar. Over the next couple of years, this became the pattern. Sam led with trust. He gave his team autonomy, believing that if you hire smart people, you should let them do their jobs. He celebrated our wins, big and small. He shielded us from a lot of the corporate nonsense that came from higher up. He remembered our birthdays, asked about our families, and genuinely cared about our well-being, not just our output. He taught me that a great leader isn't someone who stands on a pedestal and barks orders. A great leader is someone who gets in the trenches with their team. They build people up, they don't tear them down. They create a space where it's safe to fail because they know that's how we learn and grow. They understand that their success is a direct reflection of their team's success. Eventually, I moved on to a different company, a new city, but the lessons I learned from Sam have stayed with me. He didn't just teach me how to be a better employee. He taught me how to be a better person, how to lead with empathy, how to turn mistakes into opportunities, and how to build a team that feels more like a family. I think we all have a Sam in our lives, or at least I hope we do. Maybe it's a boss, a teacher, a mentor, or a friend, someone who saw our potential and helped us see it too. I'd love to hear your stories. Who was the best boss or mentor you ever had, and what made them so special? Share your stories down in the comments below. I'll be reading every single one. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.